Hello gainers, I'm Ralphie and welcome to my channel called Fitter Philosophy, in which I will be sharing a little bit of Stoic philosophy around about the theme of time. Time, when you're young, seems endless, something you've got plenty of. As we get older, as we have more years on this planet, time speeds up. It is not an illusion. The illusion is the clock on the wall, which keeps time constant. But our instincts tell us, from our personal experience, that time speeds up. And one of the reasons is that the purpose of time is to separate events. And as we experience more events over time, we get more experience with time, and therefore time becomes more contained, more shorthand, and basically time responds more quickly. Over the years, I've made it my mission to talk to old people. In other words, people 80 years plus who still have their faculties, and ask them basically for advice. Some old folk have given me very little advice. They've just basically rolled their eyes a little bit as if it doesn't really matter as a question, whilst others have made the time and taken the time to actually connect and engage with me. And one of the common responses that I've had from the old people is that time is far more precious than younger people realise, and whether we choose to do something with it or nothing with it, we still have control over that time. And time is precious because it gives us the space, the undistracted space, to think for ourselves and learn from our own experience. The most valuable time in our life to be learning is not when we're younger, because when we're younger we are manipulable. We are given the basically the script by the state, in the form of formal schooling education with a few recreational skills and a few practical skills. But in fact, an awful lot of time at school for school children is completely wasted, because it's about indoctrination. It's about creating useful drones for economic purposes within nation states. But once we leave school and once we leave further education, if we engage with it, over time we find the essences of value, whether it be reading books to acquire real knowledge, or whether it be spending time with positive, valuable people with a rich life experience who can tell us their experience. And there's a huge education from that. Or we simply have the time and space to do our own thing in our own space. Usually when we retire, if we get the opportunity to retire, let me give you some advice. Retire as soon as you can, but don't retire to nothing. Keep yourself active in doing things. But there's no point in accruing and spending money again and again on material possessions when you don't get a shroud with pockets. You don't get nursing homes with storage rooms for all your stuff. Stuff is transitory. They are merely props on the stage of our personal theatre, and we really don't need them. One of the skills of life is getting rid of stuff, and hopefully we've not accrued too much stuff to get rid of. Time is invaluable because time is the constant companion of wisdom and experience, and it's pulling these together as early on as we can in our lives makes for a better life. I'm Ralphie, hope you've enjoyed this. I'll leave you with this Stoic philosophical monologue and a nice rustic coastal view. See you soon.